In the mountains of southwest China, tragedy struck when part of the Hongqi Bridge, a massive structure towering more than 170 meters above the valley floor, suddenly collapsed. This event, captured in shocking footage, shows the bridge breaking apart amid clouds of dust and debris. The Hongqi Bridge, located in Maerkang, Sichuan, was a vital link along National Highway G317, recently completed and celebrated as a modern engineering feat. But behind its strength lay unseen geological forces, an unstable slope, heavy rainfall, and subtle ground movements that silently prepared the stage for disaster. What made the Hongqi Bridge so important? The bridge connected key trade and travel routes between Sichuan and the Tibetan Plateau. It symbolized progress and development in one of China's most challenging terrains. What happened before the collapse? Authorities noticed cracks and slope movement near the bridge on November 10, 2025. As a safety measure, the road was closed to traffic. Less than a day later, the mountainside shifted violently, and part of the bridge structure gave way. Was anyone injured? Fortunately, no casualties were reported. The early closure and evacuation prevented loss of life, highlighting the value of swift safety action. What exactly caused the collapse? A massive landslide, triggered by geological instability and possibly worsened by rainfall and groundwater pressure, struck the bridge's approach. The sliding mass hit the abutment and supporting piers, undermining their foundations. Within seconds, the structure failed under the stress. How can a landslide destroy such a large bridge? Bridges are designed for vertical and seismic loads, not for a sudden lateral impact from thousands of tons of moving earth. When the slope beneath an abutment loses stability, the soil that supports the bridge vanishes, and without that foundation, the structure collapses like a chain of falling dominoes. What did the footage reveal? Videos showed the bridge span bending and snapping as the mountainside collapsed beneath it. The scale of dust and debris demonstrated the sheer force of the slide. What are the economic and environmental consequences? The collapse disrupted transport and trade routes across western Sichuan. Repairing a high mountain bridge involves enormous cost and time. Environmentally, the slide caused debris to fall into the valley, altering drainage patterns and affecting nearby vegetation and river systems. How did the emergency teams respond? Rescue and engineering crews arrived quickly but faced steep, unstable terrain. Their first goal was to secure the slope and monitor for additional movements before any rebuilding efforts could begin. What lessons does this disaster teach engineers and planners? It underscores the need for deep geological investigations before construction, continuous slope monitoring after completion, and the use of early warning systems that detect ground movement in real time. Can such collapses be prevented in the future? While nature's power can't be fully controlled, advanced technologies can reduce risk. Inclinometers, radar sensors, and satellite-based systems like INSAR can detect millimeter-scale slope shifts and send alerts for evacuation or closure before disaster strikes. How does climate change influence these events? More intense rainfall and rapid snowmelt, both linked to a warming climate, increase soil saturation and trigger landslides more frequently. This makes it vital to design and maintain infrastructure that can withstand extreme weather conditions. What is the next step for the Hongqi Bridge area? Authorities will likely conduct a full forensic analysis, examining soil samples, drainage paths, and foundation design before rebuilding. Future reconstruction will focus on slope reinforcement, deeper foundations, and advanced monitoring systems. Finally, the fall of the Hongqi Bridge reminds us that even the most modern structures depend on the earth beneath them. Geology, engineering, and climate must be considered together, because ignoring one can bring down them all. Disasters like this are not only tragedies but also powerful lessons for the future of safe and resilient infrastructure. If you found this video informative, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support more educational stories like this. Together, let's keep learning from the past, to build a safer tomorrow.